Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as, investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are on Tuesday, December 26th. We're going to take a look at Baba today. So Baba putting in this nice bottom action here. Nice little cup. We'll see if it, wants to do it. Sort of a double bottom here in the 69.15-ish range. I scrolled back left just as I was deciding if I was going to cover Baba today or not. And it definitely has some price action in this range previously. Not a ton, but some. So I thought we'd put in some levels. This pretty critical area here, you see resistance levels there. Big jump here and then caught support there before it really lifted off and put in a bunch of nice price action. So if it does dip back down as it's trying to curl here, even if it's a healthy pullback and continuation eventually, 73.69 is a level that I would look to hold if there is going to be an actual, sustained movement here. And then this area, where do I want this? Yeah, feel okay-ish about that. Let me see if there's something a little bit better though. No, I think that's about as good as we're going to get. If it does lose that level, 68.87-ish area would be something that I look for, as another possibility to hold. Now we do see this level here. I'm not going to put it in, but this is like nearest into the price action at the moment, 76.63. You see when it pulled back here, that's right where it caught there, and there's some price action in that range back here as well. So I think the stronger one to sort of look for is, a push to 79.02 or a pull back to 73.69. But, if it is able to sort of maintain this, high 76s as well, it might catch some resistance there and wrestle with it as it, attempts to make a move. So that's what it looks like with those levels in at the moment. So a lot of recent price action here, high 75s if it does pull back. But yeah, again, I don't want to clutter the chart too much, so I'm not going to put it in. Now, sort of a longer term situation, this downtrend resistance, it's tried to push through it a couple of times, but that was quite a while ago. Hasn't been able to make really any strong movement toward it since. These are just, perpetual wicks, then a big gap down, and then, it's real wicky motion again there. But there is this, price gap that was left as well. So we can pop this baby in. We're going to gray it out just to say, this is a gap level. This is not a support or resistance level. And so we don't want it to stand out too much, but when you get in that range, you'll say, hey, what's that grayish line? That's the gap. So is it going to come back up and fill that? Maybe. We'll see. That would put it quite far away from where it is now. It would be pretty good percentage gain. So high 79, so a bit above that 79.02 level is where it would enter, and then it would fill it at about 84.75. So let's see if it's able to make push that that far away. We'll see. I mean, it's just it's been under such distress now for such a lengthy period of time. It's kind of hard to feel a ton of confidence that it has that ability to muster that price action. But if it did, it would certainly give it a push out of this downtrend resistance, and at least would give it an opportunity to make a break for it and leave that behind. And at least but we do know sometimes also they get sucked back down underneath and restuck, if you will, sort of like what happened here, but try to make a break for it twice and just got drawn right back down underneath. But there's definitely some worse examples that we've seen where stocks get sort of way out here, seemingly leaving it behind, and then just and obviously more commonly happens in these longer distressed stocks. So something I would keep an eye out for, even if it does seem like it's making a break. But sort of interesting approaching that level and approaching this gap area. So we'll see if that sort of brings anything to the table or not. The gap looks so big, but it was just down 9% that day. So All right, think or swim side of things. It looks a bit different over here. We had this trigger and this fire that's still playing out, so still bringing the price action down. The histogram looking to show some potential. I was going to say looking nice, but again, I get so sort of skeptical of any of these recoveries that felt like maybe too heavy of a term, but showing some potential for it to flip to a bullish momentum on the histogram. We'll see it was very short-lived over here, right? And that was coming off the back of a double wave on the bear side, coming off the back of a trigger and fire, and then that sort of spiraled the stock price down further. So big momentum build here, and then a nice clean die-off at the moment. It is wrestling with the mid-range of the channel, so these are all sort of, more positive signs. Die down on the histogram, wrestling with the mid-range, at least gives it an opportunity to build some support over the mid-range of that channel, and then maybe instead of playing constantly between the mid-range and the lower bound, maybe if it's able to build support over it, it's able to put in consecutive, consistent price action between the mid-range and the upper bound. That would look more like a sustainable recovery to me than most anything else. So we'll see. Would also be interesting, now that we're a few days here at the mid-range, if it continued to put in price action to mid-range, but that the TTM squeeze indicator started to put in some triggering candles. That would really catch my attention. And if that happens and folks are interested, I'd be happy to come back and sort of explore this a little bit further. But those are the two looks as I see it at the moment, and we'll see what happens. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week is off to a good start. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.